In this short video, we're going to talk about how strategy influences the business case. Essentially, the purpose of a business case is to prepare a feasibility study identifying the benefits of a project to help determine if that project should be pursued. Let's talk a little bit about methods for selecting projects. Organizations need to have a way to determine what projects should be selected. I'm sure the company that you work for, you could probably name off several projects that people in your department would like to have done, but they haven't been selected or they just haven't bubbled up to the top of the list. Well, normally organizations have methods that they use for selecting projects. It's not just done randomly. And here's a few. First one, focusing on broad organizational needs. This would tie directly back to the strategy of the organization because those needs should be tied to the strategy. Performing NPV, ROI, or payback analysis, which are more statistical or metric ways to look at the project. Using a weighted scoring model or implementing a balanced scorecard. So the purpose of this isn't to go into each of those methods and talk about how those are accomplished, but just to give you an overall idea of the type of things that are used for selecting projects. There's many other methods that are used, but typically all of them are influenced by the organization's defined strategy. So in other words, if you're writing a business case for a project that doesn't fall in line with the organization's strategy, it might be a tough sell to the organization to get that project selected. Typically, successful leaders are going to look at the big picture or the strategic plan of the organization, and that is going to determine what types of projects will provide the most value. In addition to the methods for selecting those projects, there's also the benefits that you're going to see in the business case. Typically, you see three types of benefits defined: increased revenue, reduced cost, and strategic advantage. So the last benefit, strategic advantage, enables an organization to achieve its goals and enables them to compete effectively as well. So if you're able to quantify the benefits that provide a strategic advantage and support the company's overall strategy, that can make the difference between a project being approved or not approved. So again, the benefits in the business case can tie directly back to the strategy of the company. And so as I have, in summary, and wrapping this up, as I have stated before, in a large organization, the project manager is probably not working with the executive team on strategic planning unless it's a really small company. But most organizations do value the experience of their project managers, and they'll look to them to provide insight into the project selection process. So it is critical as a project manager that you understand how strategy is set within an organization and understand the tools and analysis that are leveraged in that strategic process.